Welcome back to Mediocre Gamers, where two short guys talk about games. Speaking of, this is something that crossed my mind. As we're both 5'9" ish, would you rather add 2 to 3 inches to your height or 2 to 3 inches to your manhood?
You see, you even brought this up, and I've been going back and forth on it quite a bit.
Right?
So, like 3 inches would put me basically right at 6 foot. That's a good thing. But you know what else is a good thing?
But I mean, if you you're not on dating apps or anything, but anytime you talk, hear stuff, it's all women want to be 6 foot.
Yeah.
I guarantee what I have now is probably equivalent to a lot of guys that are 6 foot. It's average. Okay. Like me having a bigger dick, is that really going to improve my life? Probably not. But me being a little bit taller, if I get up to 6 foot, maybe. And people are like, oh, he's 6 foot. It's not like they look at him like, oh, I bet he has a 9-inch penis. I'm taking the height inches personally.
Oh wait, you add 3 and it's 9. Oh God.
Oh no, not me. No. I haven't measured in a very long time because the fatter you get, supposedly more goes inside you. I measured it when I was younger. Ruler.
From the bottom.
It's been a while. Oh, you gotta go from the bottom. Gotta go from the bottom. It's more flattering that way.
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah, I mean every guy's measured. But so are you taking height or are you taking manhood?
Height.
Taking height? All right.
Same weight, but height.
See, you can't ask that to a tall person. It has to be the 5 to 7 to 5'10" range.
Yeah.
Or 5'7" lower. What are you taking? Because if we ask Jesse, he's already fucking 6'5".
Yeah.
Does he really need to be 6'8", 6'9"? No, he's probably taking the fucking.
Yep.
Anyway. A lot of exciting news came out of Comic-Con, which one of these days we need to go. But they dropped so many movie trailers, so many Marvel shows. We got an entire peek at Phase 5 and 6. So I'm going to run through Phase 5 real quick, and then we'll circle back. We got Ant-Man and Wasp, Secret Invasion, Guardians 3, Echo, Loki, The Marvels, Blade, Ironheart, Agatha, Daredevil, Captain America Sam Wilson, and the Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts. I don't really know much about them, but
I don't know much.
I'll do some research. I'm sure they're probably going to come to the Marvel game that I play. I'm most excited for is Daredevil. I absolutely love that show on Netflix. They already confirmed that Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio is coming back as Kingpin. It's going to be 18 episodes. I really hope they continue that. I don't know if they're going to continue the storyline or redo it because it's Born Again, so I'm not quite sure what that's all about.
But it makes sense, and I think especially since Kingpin was in Hawkeye TV show also, so it's just all going to kind of meld together, I hope.
Right, and Charlie Cox was the lawyer in No Way Home.
Yeah, so I'm super pumped about all that.
And then the other one, I'm Agatha. I love Catherine Hahn. I think she's gonna be fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that one. These are both shows, but probably the movies that are coming out in Phase 5. It's probably gonna be Ant-Man to me. I really love Paul Rudd in those last 2 movies that he's done with it. And then Guardians 3. I mean, that's Chris Pratt's probably swan song right there.
Yeah, I think that's probably going to be his last one. I would assume maybe 1 or 2 sneak peeks, or not sneak peeks, but
cameos.
Yeah, in different stuff. But I'm really interested to see what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four, also for the Phase 6. The biggest thing with the Fantastic Four is that they're not going to do an origin story, is what they said. What Kevin Feige said. So they're that's been covered so many different times in so many different ways that are what else can we add that makes it a good movie? And there is none. So everybody knows the origins already. let's just start it out somewhere else. And so that's what I'm excited to see, an actual good story that comes out of it.
Yeah. I
Um,
mean, Fantastic Four. I was a fan of those. I mean, we almost didn't get Chris Evans because of how terrible he was at Human. Well, how terrible those movies were. I think the first one was solid. The second one got real
the
dumb.
second one was horrible. Yeah.
And I did like seeing Silver Surfer, and then the remake. I mean, it was a good concept. It just kind of fell short. But
I
I mean,
enjoyed it, and I liked all of those characters as what they. I don't
I
understand.
just think the plot was kind of stupid. You know,
Yeah,
I really liked them as young, going to the school, learning it. But
yeah,
yeah,
no,
I mean, I'm
makes
really.
sense.
It's we have a lot to come out. You know, I know a lot of people hated Miss Marvel. They just absolutely just they trashed like out of all the movies, other than Dark World, they're like that's the worst one, and it blows my mind. Like I really enjoyed it. Um, Hopefully, you know, the next one they can kind of come back because even like there's memes in Endgame. There are people like wish Thanos would have killed her. There's so many memes about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, especially when you get into nerdism and stuff like that, you have people, especially on the Star Trek and all those sides, but they are super. They they focus in on women sometimes, I feel, and they expect a lot more out of them in their acting than they do the men, and I think that's what it was. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
It,
I mean, you look at Black Widow. No one, like everyone, really like. I haven't really heard that many people talk negative about that. I mean, you look at the Hawkeye series, Kate Bishop and Yelena. That banter was absolutely fantastic, and everyone
yeah,
talks about that. I just think it's something that people have a problem with Brie Larson.
yeah,
Like, I don't know what it is, but I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the whole like how Nick Fury's going to lose his eye thanks to the whole thing. You know, we got to see Blockbuster and Radio Shack. Those aren't around anymore.
uh,
Kids are like, what are those? It's an Airbnb in Alaska now.
yep.
Um, yeah, I just don't understand all the hatred for it.
Yeah, I don't understand it. She did fine, and she was also did a cameo in the Miss Marvel um at the end of that. I don't know if you watched all of that
Nope,
or not. Okay.
I
Well,
could. I'm still in episode 3.
I
It's
I enjoyed it,
it's
man.
too kiddie for me.
It is tailored towards more of the, young
Right.
teenager, but yeah, it still was good. It was a good storyline, I feel.
I'm trying to get into it. I'm struggling to get it. I did like what they did in Pakistan because the actress is Pakistani. They don't have Disney Plus, so they actually released 2 episodes at a time in movies, so people could go watch it.
Oh,
Which
really? Oh,
I thought that
nice.
was great.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yep. Absolutely. Then you know Phase 6 is Fantastic Four, and then we got 2 of the Avenger titles. Um, it's gonna be interesting to see who they're gonna put in at this point. Like, who is an Avenger? You know, because we lost so many.
Yeah.
So I hopefully you know they pivot towards these new people. But the other big shock was who's Black Panther in the Wakandan trailer.
Yeah, it has to be Surrey. I mean, that's it,
Yeah,
that's
I
the only
mean the
thing.
way it was framed, like I don't, it's not Ibaku because he's way too big.
Yeah.
I know there was rumors before that it was Killmonger came back because we'd actually see him die, and they kind of rehabbed him like they did Bucky Barnes. But I'm thinking it's going to be Shuri as well, or his girlfriend in the movie, like the spy. I can't think of her name. Um, I wanted to say Nala, but that's the Lion King.
No, I know who you're talking about. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's Killmonger. It's possible, but I don't think so. But yeah, I think it's Surrey. Because it was the arm was petite.
Right. Yep. And that's right. And she does take over in the comics. And I don't know why they're getting such a big backlash that they're recasting Black Panther. Like, you just want that franchise to die?
Yeah.
Like, Chadwick Boseman is a phenomenal actor. I
Yeah.
loved, you know, a lot of his work. And, you know, unfortunately, he died of cancer. So what like they're yelling at Disney for continuing the movie and recasting him. Like, what are they expected to do with Black Panther?
Yeah. So
Just not have it anymore?
I've had this discussion, and you were tagged into some of the same questions that I was. It's just like, did they do bad? No, I don't think so, because I think they can't recast him as T'Challa.
Yeah.
But they can somebody else can come in and be Black Panther. That's always been the thing.
Right.
I think there is a difference between like I said in that is like, I don't think if like Robert Downey Jr. died in a car accident, sickness, illness, or whatever, they wouldn't have been able to cast him. I feel like he was Iron Man, and that there was no other way to do that. You can't recast him. So they would have had to figure that out. But yeah, I mean, everybody else is recastable, I feel. Especially now that they opened up the multiverse. They can do whatever the hell they want at this point. It doesn't matter. Right. They just say, oh, this is, Planet 265, like it's like whatever. It like, doesn't matter.
I did some research, and there was someone in Wakanda called like the White Wolf or White Fang or something. I don't know. And he was trying to, like, in the comics, take the power. So I don't know. I think that's great. I enjoy them. I enjoy that storyline, and I'm excited to see it. Especially Namor looks amazing. Hopefully he doesn't fuck an octopus like on The Boys. So, but yeah, it's great. I mean, we got She-Hulk coming up soon. Hopefully they fix some of the CGI things.
We'll see how that goes.
The whole thing, like attorney at law, like it just seems weird, but I guess we'll find out.
Hulk object. Like this is like
Hulk smash. Yeah, like
I don't get it. I can't get it. I don't.
That's a good point. That'd be the greatest objection. I hope they do that. But I think in the trailer it had he was the scientist Hulk, like he was got control of both sides.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Other than that, yeah, that's MCU's. I feel like we got that coming out this year. Wakanda, and then like She-Hulk. I believe that's all we got for us this year. Speaking of stuff that just came out, The Gray Man with Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans.
Yep,
just came out on Netflix. I thought it was fantastic.
It was,
it
was good to see. It was good to see Chris Evans
kind of as a dick.
Yeah, it was good.
It kind of reminded me of, oh man, he was in The Losers, like where they played these mercenaries, where he's kind of like this.
Cocky
kind of reminded me of, but yeah, it was
for me.
fantastic.
It was when he played the boyfriend in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Yes,
he played that kind of cocky dick, and he was just like, yeah. So that's what I felt about it.
Great action. Ana de Armas, I will watch her. She's fantastic. Probably the most stunning woman on the planet right now
at this point. Yeah.
But the banner back and forth, that just terrible like you had the mustache high from like Top Gun.
Yeah.
And then you see it on Chris Evans, you're like, oh, that is disgusting. and like they would like ask Ryan Gosling is like, it's a trash stash. When I first saw it, that's what I said on screen, like it's a trash stash.
Yeah, no, he even mentions it in the he's like, no, not in the interview, but in the movie he even mentions
that was his first thing.
Yeah,
it was great action. Ryan Gosling, absolutely great. I loved it. It was great action movie.
It wasn't the normal spy thriller. It was it wasn't the normal let's just explode everything. People got hurt. It was there was a pretty good plot line, and it was and they already greenlit a second one, so we'll see. And I think there's actually going to be a spin-off of it, I believe. So there's not only just a sequel, but a spin-off off of, I don't know who it's going to be. If it's going to be
I mean, I'd kind of like
Chris Evans, like that side,
the program that Billy Bob made of his people, like the Sierras or whatever they're called.
Yeah, because which would he was 6?
He was 6. He killed 4.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many there actually is, but I mean, to see just like kind of like the origin story of like the Sierra program, that'd be pretty interesting to see.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I absolutely thought it was fantastic.
Absolutely. I would recommend watching it.
Oh, absolutely. If you're looking for a great action movie, there you go. And then I just watched the 355 is on the flip side, it's like these women CIA or intelligence officers from different countries. So we have Jessica Chastain from America, Diane Kruger from Germany, Lupita, I probably butchered her name, from Britain, and then there's Penelope Cruz from Colombia, and then Bing, I think I say, fans from China. And so it's basically the CIA thriller.
Yeah, that is her name. Okay, I was like, wow, that was I thought that was something, but that no. Fan Bing. Yes, Fan Bing. All right, okay. We're good.
So yeah, so like they like work together to take down like this piece of intelligence, could hack stuff, and I don't know. It was just kind of seeing these women. Like some of the action scenes were kind of stupid, but overall it was pretty good plot. I mean, it's again good action film. Some of the shooting and stuff was kind of like okay.
I started to watch it. I started to watch it when it first came out, and I'm like, I can't do it. It was also super late at night when I started watching it, so I might have to give it another go.
Well, I was just waiting on you, so I'm like, I got time to kill, and I'm like, oh, let's check this out.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, it's a good watch. I mean, you could see it possibly making more if more people. I don't know if I didn't even know if it came out in theaters or what. It just came out. It was on Prime, so I was like,
yeah. Let's see what Rotten Tomatoes has. Ooh, okay. Audience score of 86. What do you think? What do you think the tomato meter is from critics is on this one?
37.
24.
Dude, that always blows like these critics. Like Roger Ebert or Siskel and Ebert, like growing up, like they were like, God, I'm like, I never agreed with any of their takes. Like usually if like Rotten Tomatoes has like a low score, I'm gonna love it.
It's gonna be fantastic. Yep.
And then if it has a high score, because I'm not into like the stuff, like all the stuff that's like for the Academy Awards every year, like 3 Billboards and Lady in the Water or whatever. None of those, like I thought they were all stupid. Like none of them interested me.
Yeah. What the one right now? The one right now that has the highest that's in theaters is called A Love Song. I've never even heard of it, but it has a 96% on the tomato meter, audience score of 57. So if that says anything.
Yeah, it just blows my mind how like a lot of it can just be like so far apart.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe I should start doing some reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe I can be a professional critic.
Right? That's what this is right now. This is the podcast for the best critics of movies and television shows on planet Earth.
Yeah. I'll make it Rotten Eggplants.
Oh, God. Please don't. Everyone's going to think we're like rotten penises over here. Like, what's wrong with those guys? You could pick a different, how about an apple or something, man?
Yeah, apple.
Yeah, then you can go like different tiers, like a Golden Delicious, Granny Smith, Fiji, Pink Lady, Bryburn, Honeycrisp, Red Delicious.
Grapple. Yeah, I was just gonna say, or you could just go, out there with a grapple. Good old grape apple.
There's so many fucking apples. I'm a Honeycrisp or Pink Lady man myself.
I like Fuji's. I like
Fuji's.
Yeah.
Fiji.
No, that's Fuji.
No.
Yes.
No. How do you spell it?
Fugi. Right? Am I wrong?
It's Fiji. Fuji.
Maybe I'm. Jesus. I was thinking Fuji. It's
How can
Fuji, man.
Fiji?
Sorry, I'm dyslexic, but I know how to say stuff. It's Fuji. It's not Fiji.
I've always called it Fiji.
Oh my god, man.
Well, hard to read in the stickers, man. I thought it came from Fiji, so that's what I've always called it. Fiji. Is there a Fiji apple?
I don't think there is. No, there's a Fiji water.
No, nope, it's Fuji. Okay. So we're both stupid.
I just couldn't spell it.
I could spell it. I just replaced the letters like you did. So we were almost there.
We're getting so close.
I feel like we're on the spelling bee.
Oh, please, God, no.
If they were like Fiji apple or Fuji apple, I would have spelled it like Fiji because I'm like, I know that one.
A spelling bee would be my literal nightmare.
God.
Like I can't spell anything.
Like Steve Harvey, that little kid, and like that word that I don't know has 87 letters.
There's no word that has 87 letters. That doesn't make any sense.
It was some disease or something, or some causes like microcongiologist accident.
No. Just no. No. Why?
Oh, I guess. So speaking of terrible, I don't go off on a tangent. So I had to get the CW app because I didn't want to wait for Superman and Lois to come on HBO Max. They have ads. Every single ad was for STDs and HIV, and I like made me think like, how hard is it to come up with a new word? Because obviously these drug companies have to invent a new word for their products. So like I'm always curious like when these come out. Like the one I could think is Sky Rizzy. I see a lot of now. Like, do you think like there's obviously like probably like when you bring people in, you pay them money. What am I thinking of? They do it on Practical Jokers all the time.
I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of what that's called.
So they do that like, I can't. That's gonna bug me. But yeah, so like, do you think they have like a list of names and like they have like people vote on what's the best, or you think there's like a panel of, like scientists, or like or whoever invents it, like, oh, this is my name for my drug?
No, I don't think they would. It'd probably just be like some overly cheerful guy standing at the end of the table, just be like, "How do you feel about this name?" And it'd be like, "Can you give me a thumbs up, a thumbs down, or just an iffy?"
Yeah, it's like, do they just like throw like letters into like a thing and then make sounds? Like
they have
these
to
don't all sound like they could be real words.
There has to be some sort of marketing behind it and what it's supposed to do, and then like they'll start doing some word mashes. Maybe do a an online poll, or not an online poll, but like an online word generator for.
Like how Childish Gambino got his rap name.
My rap name, yeah, exactly.
Just puts it in the generator and spits out whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Sorry. Okay. Other than that, their Xbox announced that Discord is now going to be a part of their chat system, so you can actually use Discord on your Xbox, which has always been paying. Like for us, like when we played on the PC, we'd have to get the Xbox app to do voice chat because obviously they couldn't get in Discord. So I think that's a nice step in the nice direction like now. But if they're going to do cross
I think
systems, PlayStation and Switch is eventually going to have to get that.
Well, specifically PlayStation. PlayStation was like huge. Like they did this huge thing regarding like, oh, we're going to have Discord integration and stuff. This was like 3 years ago that they had this, and then all they did was be like, oh, you can put it so it just shows what game you're playing on Discord from your PlayStation. That's literally the integration. There's nothing else. It's like, that is the stupidest. It's like, why would you even put marketing money behind that, man? It's just a stupid webhook. Like Xbox went out there and they're like, okay, we'll one up you because everybody wants this. Like, because it for them it's a lot easier because it's already on PC. Like like Xbox integration with Windows is almost seamless, and it's So them just simply adding the app on there and just doing a few things makes 100% sense. Um, I would be shocked if PlayStation isn't pushing for that sort of integration right now. Like they
Yeah, I
have to.
mean, you have the whole console wars and everything. I mean, this just gives Xbox a little tear up. Like, okay, yeah, if you look at different systems, if you have buddies who play them, on PC, you can now just get into like Discord, because a lot of times the game chats bugs out or it's not that great, so
Yeah. Well,
like,
and
because
that's what I've always said is like the game, like especially like Call of Duty chat and all that stuff. They're there to make video games. They're not there to make sure that the voice over IP is working correctly and sounds crisp. Allow a third party to come in there and do that specifically to make it like that's their job, is to make their quality of their video and their audio sound amazing. We're doing this over Discord right now. It sounds great. I love it. It makes sense. It all makes sense.
another big thing that happened this weekend was Dr. Disrespect's game. The first snapshot came out on Friday, and we got the game title. It is called Dead Drop. We got the first download of the snapshot. We both played it a little bit. What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed it. It was super rough, but it was very interesting, and the gunplay seemed pretty smooth. I'm not a mouse and keyboard person, so that could have all been on me. Once I upped my sensitivity, my look sensitivity, everything worked a little bit better. But the graphics and everything all done through the Unreal Engine, which is fantastic, and I'm super happy that they're doing that. It just means that they're going to be able to keep adding onto it super quick, and they would be able to pull in more people if needed rapidly, because it's not some foreign engine. It's something that everybody's been using for years and years. So graphics were phenomenal. But
yeah, so the graphics, like the little integral details, were really like great. Like you could see like the moonlight coming on the puddle, and as it got closer, like the moonlight faded away and it got darker. Yeah, I mean, for the first snapshot, I didn't expect much. We got the gun. We got to see some of the stuff because it's basically going to be like Escape of Tarkov, but like vertical. Um, so yeah, I mean, we're going to get a snapshot. I think they said about every 6 weeks as they continue to add on to this. And the great thing about it, it's community. We're giving them feedback. We vote on changes. We vote on different stuff. So it's a community-based game, and hopefully when we get to the final product, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah, the only negative that I saw was that it just made it look bad. I feel it was the muzzle flash. It didn't change when you shot multiple times. It was just like the same flash over and over. Like it was just like it's the same graphic. I feel like if it would have went in and out in a different way, and I think it might have been too big. That's pretty much my only complaint was the muzzle flash, and the fact that right click to aim down sight was sticky. It just held, rather than.
Yep. I'm sure that was that'll be an adjustment where you can, because most games you can choose whether it's like that or hold and release. Like I personally play hold and release. I don't like it up, because I'm just so used to like letting go right click, my gun comes down, then I can go do whatever I need to do. But it is an option in most or first person shooters, as whether it stays up or hold and release. So yeah, more to come on that. But I mean, it was great to get that. It had like a live event, and so yeah.
Absolutely.
And then we got season 14 of Apex around the corner. A lot of speculation coming out on changes. One thing we know for sure is the new character Vantage. She seems like she's going to be broken. I mean, her kit right now has it can echo location thing, kind of like why can't I think of his
Bloodhound?
name? Crypto.
Oh,
Crypto.
okay.
And then she can port to it. When she shoots them, I don't know if it's her ultimate or not, but when she like scopes in, you get information on how many people are in the squad, what's their life, and what are their shields. And then when her ultimate, if she shoots them, she does double damage, and so does the rest of the team to that person.
Yeah, it's mark to kill is what it's called. So basically, you mark them, and then everybody on the thing can just unload on those people and melt them. So I feel like it's going to be broken really quickly. It's if you don't have her on your team, it's you're going to be at a disadvantage, I feel.
Yeah, because just imagine like coming up on someone who's not paying attention, and because a lot of people coordinate attacks, right? Like, okay, 1, 2, 3, let's shoot. So if you come up and like say you got like a sentinel or some of these other long range guns, and then you fire that, and then the teammates fire it after, they're gonna go down in 2 shots because this can be double damage. It's gonna be broken as all hell.
Yeah. So, and I'm just reading right now, it is a 15% damage bonus when hitting enemies that have been scanned. Yeah, so that's what I'm reading right now.
Okay.
But that's
because
still
originally it said double, which was gonna be like, holy shit.
Yeah, the TTK on that would be insanity, but 15% is still high.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because that's the difference there is between a white shield and basically a purple shield. I feel.
How long does it last? Does it say?
It does not say.
Okay, that's going to be probably the key is how long the mark to kill lasts. Because if it lasts like a little bit, yeah, you can go reposition.
I would say anything more than 15 seconds is too much.
Yeah.
So I honestly I hope it's.
I mean, there's gonna be people that are gonna be like popping it and then like going to the other. It's gonna be wild.
Yeah,
I'm interested to see. I got my Apex coins ready to go.
Yeah, I have quite a few right now. So,
but yeah, the other big thing that was the report that huge nerfs to Valk, and apparently the developer said that came out I think 2 days ago, and so that's not true. Well, I guess we'll find out. They're being pretty close, tight-lipped. I mean, they had a huge leak prior to season 13 of I think there was like the next 7 or 8 legends. So they've had a history of getting like their stuff leaked and like data breached. So I'm not quite sure what's coming. It looks like Skulltown's coming back, which is going to be a modified Skulltown.
Yeah, it's smaller.
Yeah. And so they're also kind of like the big problem with King's Canyon was it felt small and there were so many 3rd, 4th, and 5th parties that they're trying to make it feel like a little more open because it is a smaller map. But it's going to be fun to kind of see because I played in the season 0 or whatever you want to call it, and that Skulltown was like a huge part of that.
Yeah. Nope. So I hope that it does well, and I'm super excited to start a season over and actually do a ranked grind on it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a grind to gold, I feel. So
yeah, I'm not sure what other kind of rank changes they're making, but you can catch us grinding when it comes out. Yeah, we'll probably start in bronze. I'm not quite sure what the demotion's going to be because they used to do 6, so I don't know if they're going to keep it at 4. So whatever we finish this season at, we'll probably be in bronze to start.
Well, good thing is that I'm already in bronze. I can't go any lower.
Yeah, you can go back to rookie.
Go ahead, do it.
I think once you're out of it, that's it. But so yeah, it's gonna be because past couple of seasons that me and Alpha Met have been playing, our 3rd just keeps quitting. So we've kind of just stopped trying to grind because I've had really terrible luck with like the pugs. So yeah. Hopefully we can get Mr. Patriot here to play a little bit more so we can actually push and hopefully get to gold and higher. Like the best we did was gold, and then our teammates quit. So hopefully we can kind of grind into the next.
Did Alpha just reached gold, didn't he, or did he get?
Yeah, he got into gold. Okay. Nope, I don't think we've ever made it to plat.
Gotcha.
But that was back when like you couldn't get demoted back down.
Gotcha.
So, but yeah, then there's other stuff I watched this weekend. I finished off The Players, which is a mockumentary about an esports team of League of Legends. There's 10 episodes out. Um, it was it was entertaining. It's just, these over the top gamer and this prodigy. It's worth a watch if you're in a good gaming show. The other one I just started was In From the Cold on Netflix, which took a wild turn. Not quite sure how I feel about it. Again, it's another like spy thriller type of thing. And then I'm going to start this other show called Blood and Treasure that originally came out in 2019 and it was canceled, but Paramount Plus just picked it up. So I'm actually going to get back into that and watch it because I always liked kind of like basically like a Laura Croft Tomb Raider type of thing, like with archaeology and stuff like that. So I'm gonna see if it's gonna be any good. I watched a few episodes way back when, but I completely forgot the whole story and plot line, so I'm gonna rewatch it all.
Speaking of Tomb Raider, did you see that they lost the rights? The MGM lost the rights to Tomb Raider because they took too long to greenlight a movie. So
that is just absolutely absurd. Like, you're a major movie producer. I mean, they've been around forever, and it's been like I like the remake.
it was
thought
really
it was
good.
really well.
It had potential. I feel like
It did, and now there's a bidding war to get it, and I don't think the actress is going to come back, which is a shame because I thought she was fantastic.
I see Disney going right after that, because just for the mere fact of the amount of rides and stuff that they can do out of that, like they can like that's what they like to do is they like to adapt a lot of their movies that they're doing to their theme parks.
Attractions. Yeah.
So it makes 100% sense for them to be able to do that.
Absolutely. Or like, when you like Universal Studios, that'd be another huge thing for them to do. So yeah, that's a good call out on like making an attraction out of that, kind of double dipping type of stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, there's already tons of fans for it, video games, and it just makes sense to be at Disney or at Universal. Yeah. But
speaking of, I don't think there's going to be a season 2 of the Resident Evil show. They're talked about. They're probably.
I didn't even finish it. I watched like 3 episodes of it. It's okay. I can't watch it upstairs. Everything's too dark. I have to watch it downstairs in my basement.
Wait, everything? What?
It's too dark, like on my TV, like to watch during the day and stuff. So I have to watch it down in my basement where it's darker so I can see things that are happening on the screen. It's the same thing with like Stranger Things.
Okay, I was so confused. Like, what do you mean it's too dark in your living room? Like,
no, my living room is too bright. So
yeah, you kept saying it's too dark. I'm like, get to watch it. I'm so confused.
The screen is too dark.
Usually basements are darker, so why are you going to your basement to watch it if it's too dark in your living room? Like, are you using a fucking telescope? Like, what's going on here, man?
Yep.
Like, I was so confused, man. Oh God. Oh, but yeah, I mean, other than that, that's pretty much all I really got today. Hopefully season 14 is a blast. Supposedly No Apex August starts tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. I'm not participating in it, but I don't know what kind of movement or actually people are going to be part of this, but
on some of the Facebook groups and on Twitter and stuff, I've been seeing some of it, but everybody's just like, it's a huge joke. Nobody's going to stop playing. And if you do stop playing, nobody's going to miss you. Like, right. So it's all about getting things fixed in the game and showing, showing the devs that, hey, fix this shit. But like, honestly, I've been playing it for a while. And I haven't really had any issues. Like,
I come into a couple issues here and there. Like, my game crashes a lot. The other thing is like when you get on the launch and you're underneath the ship and it's super loud.
Yeah. But that happens that doesn't even happen every single session for me. Like, it happens maybe once a week, if that.
Then I think the other thing is I've seen a lot of videos of like bullets not registering, which is, that'd be,
that's why I suck so bad is all my bullets aren't registering. That's what it is. Damn you devs.
I hit him.
Damn you devs.
But yeah, I mean, there's like blatantly like they're literally coming up on this guy and he's pegging him and like none of the bullets are registering. It's never really happened to me. You
I'd
know,
like to know what their ping is though. Like,
that's the other thing too. Yeah. Which I also like. I literally just saw an ad for ExpressVPN,
mhm.
so you can play in shitty lobbies in the middle
Yep.
of nowhere,
Yep.
and that's the huge controversy.
That's
Is
what Call of Duty does.
the streamers? That's what they do.
Yeah.
Like these top streamers get into these bot lobbies and fry out because they're playing against people who have no clue what they're doing on this high ping, and they have this low ping, and they're just frying.
Yep. I mean, you're gonna have that with everybody. It's really hard to be able to stop that unless they put on something on their on the computer to be able to show that they are where they are. So I don't.
Let them off the hook.
Yeah, it's gonna be impossible to do that. VPNs are too advanced at this point, I feel.
Oh, absolutely. But that's pretty much all I got. You got anything else?
I don't. Nope.
All right. Well, we got our fantasy football coming up soon. Maybe I'll live stream our draft. We're kind of going over some rule changes right now and other potential issues. But yeah, real excited to have fantasy football back. Football is back next week with the Raiders.
Raiders on Thursday. Only 4 more weeks till college football. Also, 4 more Saturdays. Boom.
And then our life is complete again, and then we can be sad in February.
Yep.
But yeah, that's gonna be it for us today. I'm gonna, if there's anything you'd like to discuss, let me know. Which inches would you rather have? Height, manhood? Let me know. I don't know what the female equivalent would be.
I wouldn't even guess.
I'm not even gonna guess.
Nope.
No, I'm good. Whatever you want it to be. If females, if you have an idea that could be equivalent, please let me know, and make it in the comments or something. I'm not about to assume which would be preferred because I'm a stupid man and I don't know any better. So please let me know what would be the female version of height or manhood. That seems kind of like the male part is like what they women want. I think. I don't know. I'm single. I don't know what women want. I'm an idiot. But anyways, give me ideas and let me know, and we'll see if we can figure something out. I should probably just stop talking about a few minutes ago.
Yep.
That's going to be the highlight on TikTok.
Oh, all right. Well, that's going to be it for me. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful 2 weeks. We'll see you again.
Thanks for listening.